What? What's your question?
All right. So did they confirm dual wielding?
No, dual wielding's out.
Ah. Okay. So wait.
Balancing issues.
When I'm holding the Jackal shield, I won't be able to holding a Magnum in the other hand.
Nope, nothing else. Just the shield.
Oh. Well, that makes sense.
I know, right? It's not so bad, but if you think about it, it would be kind of overpowered if you could run around with a Magnum and a shield. Like, everyone would do that.
Yeah. Well, I guess it depends on the power of the Magnum, because you know how Halo, it's been kind of hard for them to balance the Magnum.
Oh god, the Magnum has been so all over the place. Halo 1, it was the Jesus weapon. Halo 3, it was probably the... Under the plasma pistol, it was so bad. Like, it's all over the place.
It's like, in Halo 3, it would have been more effective to beat them with a stick.
Yes. You know, right? Like, that's so sad.
Let's be fair,
like,
though.
yeah.
The Magnum in, Halo 3's infection mode, as long as the shields were turned off, was pretty damn awesome.
Well, yeah, because he just one shot to the head and the guy died. I'd rather use a BR and have more range and I could scope in. I mean,
usually in the infection playlist in Halo 3, you didn't have the BR. You started the shotgun and the Magnum, so it did have its own little click, you know?
Yeah. I think it's going to be like the Halo Reaches Magnum. I'm going to be honest, I know a lot of people hate it because it's not like the Halo 1 Magnum, but I think that's the most balanced Magnum we've ever had in a Halo game. It just is. Alright, it's somewhere between Halo 2 and Halo 1's pistol, you know what I mean? Like, if you played Halo 2's pistol, it was okay, it was alright. But I don't think you could scope in Halo 2's pistol, could you?
No, in Halo 2, your pistol was more like a, like 9mm. It was like quick, you could shoot it really quickly, but it didn't have the same bang.
Yeah.
Halo Reaches was somewhere in between.
Halo 3 was back up to more of a Magnum. It was like pop, pop, but at the same time, it just didn't have enough bang to make it, slow, keep up the slow speed. Halo Reach, it felt, well, for me, perfect.
It was perfect.
I actually like ODST's pistol.
Yeah, with the silencer, that was pretty sweet.
Yeah, it was pretty bad.
I'm gonna say this right now, speaking of custom loadouts, you cannot customize your gun. You can't put a silencer on your DMR or any crap like that. You can just...
Like that.
Yeah, I'm cool with that too. I don't want that. I think that would make weapons unbalanced.
But,
like, badly.
Do I get weapon skins?
Yes, there will be weapon skins in the game.
There we go. That's all
I know, right? Jizzed in my pants.
Yep, now we all change our pants, we'll be back.
Game over, man. What else is coming? Oh, there's gonna be armor skins too. So not only can you have two colors on your Spartan, you can change the pattern on your Spartan to like forest camo. Your Spartan will be completely covered in forest camo, and you can make it red and white. Double jizzed in my pants.
Okay, guys.
Like, I might post a few pictures of that real quick.
We're gonna take a quick commercial break while everyone changes their pants.
Alright, hold on. Hold on. There's also going to be armor proficiencies. If you don't know what that is, that's essentially, hold on. Shoot. Never mind. Okay, so yeah, now you can do other things besides just, armor abilities. This is kind of a tricky situation. I'm not sure how I feel about this. You can also have, like, a perk where it's basically perks. Your shield can regenerate faster. You have another slot for a primary weapon. You can hold more grenades. That kind of thing. More ammo. You can start with more ammo. Stuff like that.
To be fair,
that's very interesting.
That's a slippery slope if they don't do it right.
Yeah.
Because, honestly, I'm gonna bring up APB did this one before G1 took them over. And how they did it was, like, you get upgrades for your character, like, it takes longer to die, your health regenerates faster, and there was no downsides to it, so you can just slot one in and boom, ready to go. Now, how they corrected this was, because it was very overpowered, because, let's say, like, I'm level 20, and I go against, like, a level 3 kind of guy. I have, honestly, better upgrades than him, so I have a better chance of surviving the firefight. In other words, he's gonna die a lot, and since he's a new player, he's more likely to not play the game. So what this can do, it can easily kill a player base. Now, I'm not sure how they do it in Halo 4, but how they corrected it in APB was every upside would have a downside to it. So nowadays...
That's what they're trying to do.
So nowadays, like, for instance, your health will regenerate faster, but it takes longer for the health regeneration to kick in.
Ah, that's a good thought. I hope they do something like that. That sounds pretty balanced to me.
Yes, and see, that makes a lot more sense. And like, for instance, the whole, you can carry 2 primary weapons, maybe you can't carry grenades.
Less powerful, or they're less powerful. That's what I'm thinking they're gonna do. They're gonna be much less powerful.
Or you move slower.
Yeah, that's the other thing. Like, oh, you want more shields? Well, guess what? You can't run as fast. You know, that kind of thing. So, I mean, like they've said, I'm assuming they're also gonna put that into their whole rock, paper, scissors thing. They're really trying to balance everything out. Last topic, let's just talk about the maps real quick. We've had 3 maps. One's called Haven, where it's like in the sky and it's all like silvery. One's called Adrift, which is on a abandoned starship that's like circling a sun, so you can go outside into the zero gravity and you can go inside where the giant mech is. And then there's this new one called, I'm not sure, Longbow, I think it's called, where it's in the snow, and that's going to be something for like capture the flag and vehicle-based battles.
Nice.
That's cool.
Yeah, I think vehicle-based battles. I hope they focus a little more on that, because to be quite honest, the vehicles in Reach suck. They didn't have a lot of game time in like matchmaking, and they just felt off in the Forge mode. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I want to throw this in real quickly. Driving the helicopter, the Falcon in Forge World, made me feel like not Twilight. What am I saying? Avatar. You know, like with the helicopter.
Yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about.
Just like that. For me.
Yeah.
Also in Halo 3, I don't know if I was the only one, but I felt like if there was only a couple of vehicles on the map and you got one of them, there was just like no stopping you.
I want it to kind of be like that. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know. I want it to be like that. I like the vehicles. I want them to be just like 3's vehicles. I think 3 had the best vehicles in Halo. I'm sorry, that's just my personal opinion. I think that it did. Even better than 2's. 2's was a little clunky, I always thought.
Yeah, I'm
Well,
cool
I mean,
with.
that's because 2 just and like integrated the whole like destruction vehicle thing. Like remember in Halo 1, the vehicle wouldn't blow up no matter what you did to it.
That was kind of annoying, because like, I mean, if you're on a Warthog, Jesus.
Hey, baby steps.
It was pretty crazy.
We're working our way up to better and better things. Halo 1, old school. Halo 2, better. Okay.
What about like like you know how in the Halo Reach campaign they integrate getting into civilian cars?
Yeah, you want that in Forge.
But like in a whole new level, like you could walk up to a car and try to hotwire in the middle of a city if you went to a city in a campaign.
That'd be so. Or like in Spartan Ops, you have to like hotwire a car and take it.
You can hotwire just like a normal sedan that's just sitting in the side of the
or a stealth. I want a stealth mission in Spartan Ops where you guys have to like all pull out silenced snipers and silenced pistols and just go and kill somebody. I know that sounds really Call of Duty like, but I think it'd be a good Spartan Ops mission.
Wait. Call of Duty I mean, what were we talking about, man? Call of Duty could be in slow every 3 seconds.
Yeah.
No, what I want though is for Forge World, I want them to have pelicans, wraiths, scarabs.
I think that's too much. I don't know what you would do with that, and I think it would just take up a lot of space in Forge. But I want to talk about Forge, guys, but they haven't announced anything about it, so we can speculate a little. That's fine. I don't care.
Oh, okay.
What I want them to do is I want them to have a glue and paste system where like you make a fort and then you can copy it exactly, like take it and pull it over and you'll have 2 of the exact same fort on the other side of the map. So you don't have to recreate the fort. It's like Blood Gulch. You can make, like, somebody remade Valhalla and it was very good, but it was slightly different on each of the levels because they didn't have a copy-paste system. I want them to do that, so the fort's gonna be exactly the same.
I want that, and I also want, like, this is what I want. I want that, Halo Reach's building mode, and Halo 3 maps and parts.
Yes. I think Forge World was a great idea, but it got so dull. I want them to have new environments. I want them to have, like, a sandy Forge World, a snow Forge World, Red Rock Forge World. I also want the parts, like the walls. I want you to be able to customize the color and the skin of the walls.
And one quick request, if I really, like, if you do release DLC, like map packs, please release different Forge Worlds with the DLC. With like, it's cool. It's cool. It's like 3 or 4 maps.
Yeah.
But a new Forge World to go with those maps to make it so
sweet.
much more valuable.
So sick. Yes. I want to talk about one more thing. The new game types in Halo 4. There's one called Infinity Slayer. It's basically just like Slayer, but now you can request a power weapon. So there's a meter for your ordnance, and if you fill it up to 100%, you can request an ordnance drop, and like an ordnance will come down from space and it'll shoot down, a Spartan laser will be in it, and you can pick up the Spartan laser and go off and shoot people.
So it's almost in a way like kill streaks, but better.
And it's weapon based. It's I think that'll balance it, and people can pick them up too. So like if you call it in, you die, your enemy will pick up your shotgun and go kill you with it, and you'll like scream at the TV when they do it. I think it would be great.
That's awesome.
We'll make for some great rage quits.
And that's just one game type, so like it's not like in every game type that happens. It's just for this certain game type, which I think is very cool.
All right, and now one little last request for Forge World. Now that you bring up the ordnance thing and the dropping down, it'd be very cool if they could somehow make up a system where, like, at the beginning of a match, you ODST drop it down into the map.
Dude, that'd be sick.
That would be pretty
awesome.
awesome.
I remember watching a video on YouTube where someone did that for Halo Reach. They made like their own little custom spawning system like that. Now since they are already professionally doing that with the ordnance drop, shouldn't be too hard to figure out how you can do it with people dropping.
No,
that's
spawn point
interesting.
up there and have it. Doesn't sound that challenging. They're kind of like the Covenant come down and the firefight for Reach.
Yeah.
Or
Firefight's gone.
or at the well, that's something we can talk about. I mean, how many?
Well, it's being replaced with Spartan Ops. I think
yeah,
and they've said that there's going to be missions just like Spartan Ops. I mean, firefight in there.
Yeah, I'm cool with that.
Alright guys, I think we've talked about this enough. You guys ready to move on? Or you guys still want to talk? Anything else?
Any last
Final thoughts. Cameron, you go first.
final thoughts. Okay. Halo 4 definitely looks good from what we've seen at E3 and what we've seen from Bungie, I mean not Bungie, but 343.
343.
It definitely looks good. It definitely looks professional, and I'm very excited for it to come out later this fall. Can't wait to bring you guys gameplay for it.
Yep, okay, Thomas, your turn.
Alright, I can't wait. It looks like it's going to be another great Halo game to continue on Master Chief's story, which I've always personally just loved the best. And also another thing I like is that it comes out on Election Day, which means we have school off, so we can go to the midnight release and just play it all
I'm
day.
doing that. Who wants to go?
Woo!
I will go with all of you. I will go. We'll go pre-order at the same store and do it. And then no bull. Okay, my turn. My final thoughts. I think this is going to be a rebirth of Halo. I think it's going to be a rebirth for multiplayer. I think it's going to innovate multiplayer for a lot of games. I think it's going to be stunning. I think it's going to be an amazing multiplayer. I think it's going to be an amazing campaign. I just can't wait to get my hands on it. Game of the year. I'm just calling it. I know it's going to turn out to suck, but I want it to be amazing. And I think 343 is doing a great job. Bravo.